You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at some of the Let's Play episode of Sileo, Ty's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chaining, we're up and let's go! Yep, gonna have to edit out pretty much probably everything in this video. Well, at least all the parts where you can see things. If I asked you to tell me the full story between yourself and Ty first, what would you say? Shit, I guess it's something I'm trying not to remind myself about, and I haven't managed to make any sense of it myself just yet. There are a lot of questions that I still have no answers to. All I've got are disparate and broken pieces. I feel the same way about the answer to your question. It's a confusing and painful mess. I don't want to dredge it up. Why'd you just ask it then? I'd never heard anything quite like this from Dom until this very moment. If he had some kind of complicated history, I was certain I'd at least have heard something, even if only in passing. Diego and Dom had been friends for quite some time now, and he'd never said anything of the sort. Come to think of it, neither had Diego had Dom's very own best friend. Axel doesn't know, does he? No. Is it something he wouldn't like? No, it's nothing like that. I guess I'm just scared. Scared? From where I sit, it looks as though Axel has your back no matter what. He admires you, Dom, respects you, but there isn't a single thing you couldn't say to him. Dom sighed before taking several steps in the direction of the hot spring. Clearly this wasn't the time or the place, and Dom was outright refusing to have this discussion. But just when I thought the curiosity would be my undoing, he stopped, turned back towards me, and spoke. People once said the same things about Ethan and me. With those final words spoken, he took his final steps towards the hot spring, and before hopping in without delay, moving into a position close by where Axel was sitting, but still allowing a respectable distance between them. Ethan. Clearly a name I had not heard before. Dom had provided very little in the way of concrete information, but combined with the context of our discussion, it wasn't difficult to imagine just what might have transpired. With naught left to do but join my friends relaxing in the springs, I approached the shoreline and surveyed the available positions. For many possibilities, a single position stood out. This position was situated not overly far away from where Dom was presently sitting, although I had no intention of pursuing our discussion further, at least not today. Instead it was who sat directly opposite that location which served as my motivation. It was perfect, and with my decision made, I eased myself down into the steamy waters, their most uncomfortable warmth very nearly overcoming my senses as I shifted into my position and sat down myself. Directly opposite one very handsome polar bear. Ay. Dom, I've been meaning to ask, why are you always on your computer so late recently? Huh? Before we moved in together, I kept seeing you online really late. I thought maybe you just left your computer on, but now we're living together and I go to pee in the middle of the night and your light is still on. Oh, I'm researching stuff. Woodcrest history and all that. Oh, wow, really? That's right. Did you know this hot spring used to be built on the grounds of this old mansion? It was knocked down a long, long time ago, though. The hot springs are all that's left now. A mansion? Cool, but what's the research for, though? Oh, I can imagine the gears in Dom's head turning as he strained to conjure a believable excuse on the spot. I guess I'm just curious. Woodcrest will be 100 years old soon. It's interesting to look back and see where it all began. Cool, I really like it here in Woodcrest. Will you show me some of your research one day? Oh, sure thing, Axel. I'm tied up tonight, but maybe tomorrow night I can show you some stuff. Oh, no can do. I'm visiting my parents back home tomorrow. Ah, well, another time then. Oh, say hi to them from me. Oh, no, if I say that, she's gonna think we're dating again. Ha! I remember that. Didn't matter what we said, like, to her about anything. She believed it for months. Forget I said, like, anything, little dude. I don't want her to give you a hard time and pulling your cheeks like she always used to do. Ooh, I hate it when she does that. Totally, dude. You used to get so mad. Hey, Logan, you awake over there? Me? Yeah, you haven't forgotten me, right? You gave me a right trouncing yesterday. I approached you after the fight, too, but I guess you were kind of, like, busy or something, huh? I didn't, like, offend you or anything, did I? No. Oh, good. So, like, I gotta admit, I feel bad for wasting your time like that. I was just kind of fighting for fun, not really taking it seriously, and boy did it show. But it was, like, such a pleasure watching you perform, my dude. You're seriously incredible. I think you'll totally win the tournament fighting like that. Oh, sorry if I'm bothering you, my dude. It's okay. Russell's second attempt to engage Logan in conversation fell similarly flat to how he had described his first a day beforehand. Perhaps Russell wasn't such a great conversationalist after all. Guess he's not a cunning linguist, huh? So, Dom, how's the new apartment treating you? How's living with Axel? Well, hey, I hear it, you two dudes have been trying for one for, like, ever. Oh, it's been good. My last apartment didn't have central HVAC, which was rough during the summer and winter. This one does. Wrong season for it right now, but I'm excited to spend the winter all cozy. Nice. What else you do, like about it? Well, my old apartment had a crappy cooktop that was really slow to heat and uneven. This one has a nice induction one. Heats up in a flash. The oven is good too. Means I can cut back on takeout. Also, the internet is a big plus. I'm a bit of a geek. I have tons of gadgets and stuff like that. The internet at my old place ran along the old copper lines. It was way too sluggish for my liking. New one is fiber optic. Axel doesn't need fast internet, so I'm paying the extra one to get the 4 gigabit connection. It's kind of overkill, and a bunch of my stuff can't even go that fast, but I'm working all these crazy hours for Lucas, so why not? I've got the cash for it. 4 gigabit per second is fucking nuts. Man, I've got 1 gigabit per second, and I already think that's more than enough. No, everything's got to be instantaneous. Ugh. Nice, sounds like you guys have a great setup. Almost. We've only just moved in, and we're still finding all these things we need to buy. We've got all this extra space and plenty of time to, like, just hang out and whatnot, so we're making a list of things to fill that space and time. For instance, I don't have a lot of time for it, but I like to play video games here and there. There are heaps of games that Axel wants to play, but he doesn't have anything to play them on, so he's gonna need a PC or we're gonna need a console. Really, Ax? After all these years, you still haven't bought something of your own? Yeah. It's kinda like that when we were kids, too. I had this old console. It was, basically as old as I was. My parents never really wanted me to have anything more than that. Wanted me to play outside. All those, as those sorts of parents do. Axel's parents were no different. But, like, that was all we needed, my dude. It may have been old, but it was the best-selling console up until recently. Massive library of great games. Most of them you could get dirt cheap. Didn't have online or anything like that, just us and 2 controllers. Usually my parents were cool so long as we spent the afternoon out somewhere. Let us spend the night on it. My best memories are actually of us playing turn-based RPGs. We'd stay up on our weekends and school holidays until like 5 a.m. just taking turns in fights. We'd sort of split the characters between ourselves and swap the controller when it was our turn. This one time we got stuck on this one boss for weeks. It like consumed us. On our lunch breaks at school we'd like try to figure out strategies. We kinda had to like old school it. Neither of us even had internet as kids. You can imagine how mad Axel was when some kid in our class told us his weakness, especially seeing as we were close to figuring out ourselves. Still, that's a good memories. If I'm welcome, I'd love to come join you dudes when you get set up. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, maybe we could. Axel hadn't quite decided whether he's getting a PC or we're splitting a console yet. The PC is more useful, but a lot more expensive. Give us more options, though. Have you got a PC? PC gaming is peak. Nah, my dude. But, you seem to know your stuff, right? You could, help me pick one out. Pick one out? Please. You're much better off building your own. That way you get one that's built specifically to your budget and specifically for your needs. Yeesh, build one? Sounds like super complicated, my dude. You'll teach me, right? Sure, but you owe me lunch. It's a deal, my dude. I should correct on my previous assessment of Russell's conversational abilities. For a while, Dom had treated Russell with a degree of suspicion, keeping him at something of a distance. Yet Russell managed to score a home run, finding just the right topic to get their discussion flowing. Of course, it takes 2 to tango. Despite still harboring some doubt, Dom had quite clearly been receptive to Russell's attempt at bonding. Perhaps if such success were to continue, the two would eventually become friends themselves. Axel would certainly be happy if they did. Looking over towards him, I noticed that his expression was indicative that something was not quite right. Only seconds after, Russell turned towards Axel and very quickly recognized this himself and leapt into action, addressing the unfolding situation. What's up, little dude? You're not looking so good. Oh, I'm not... Axel? I don't feel so good. Ah, you see? I knew stopping for ice cream was a bad call. Ha, maybe you could hop out of the water and get some, fresh air, little man. I bet the heat ain't helping. Here, I'll help. Ugh. Russel climbed to his feet and began moving towards Axel, only for Dom to stop him in his tracks. I've got this under control, Russel. I think I've had enough hot springs for the day anyway. It's probably best if I take Axel home. Are you sure, my dude? I'm totally happy to help if you need it. Thanks, but we'll be okay. Worst comes to worst, I can carry him a little way. He's pretty light. Alright, dude. You guys get him safely, you hear? We will, thanks. And thanks to both of you for coming. We've had a fun time, right, Axel? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Russell and I watched as Dom sat himself beside the sickly cheetah and lifted his arms around his neck. He then stood, helping Axel up with him as they slowly climbed free of the water and went to retrieve their belongings. Axel's wooziness seemed to have taxed his strength, something that was obvious as Axel leaned a considerable proportion of his weight on his dependable cohort. Despite the scenario stemming from his swimwear, he clearly still trusted Dom a great deal. I hoped that Dom would respect Axel's insecurities and give him all the time and space he needed, but then again, an aspect of his own hang-ups caught my focus. It struck me that despite his interest in Axel, when he reflected on his misguided intentions, he spoke in purely physical terms. Maybe that was all he was up to himself. Whatever happened between himself and this Ethan, it sure didn't sound good. It was hardly my place to interfere, but I genuinely hoped that the two would iron things out soon. Following the recent departures, this left myself, Russell, and Logan sharing the hot springs together. Logan sat there comfortably, largely ignoring all the commotion in his immediate surroundings. Of course, when Russell decided to address him once again, he was left with little choice. Actually, I think I'm going to call the video early right here. I am a little out of it right now. I could probably use a bit of energy. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or our YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!